you. Quick hand up on video.
Right. Last resort, just because I want to make it work for your time. I know it's a little bit of an
It's no mystery that black pill individuals hate cold approach pickup. They say it's all about looks. They say that charisma doesn't matter, that your value doesn't matter, your status doesn't matter. If you're an ugly person, you can't improve with women. They say that they've already tried out the whole cold approach pickup thing and it doesn't work. However, I've never seen a black pillar ever actually improve in cold approach or ever do anything that was noteworthy, where they were actually charismatic, fun, and free. They were in their head, they were creepy, they were nervous, and this is a common trope. It wasn't easy, so they gave up and they made easy excuses so they could continue to be a loser. I believe the road to success is about focusing on what you do have control over, not that which you don't. And I feel like a lot of people that are in these industries or these little bubbles, they're focusing on the opposite. They're focusing on victimhood. They're focusing on reasons why they can't. And if you focus on reasons why you can't, it's no wonder that you never improve. My big thing is, if you think it's all about looks, why not work at your SMB? Why not take advantage of that? Because I look at a lot of these guys that are in these industries, again, the ones that push this mantra, and none of them, as they would say, are looks maxing. None of them are actually improving this. I've seen a couple who actually are, and hell yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Keep doing what you're doing. I just care that you're looking for ways to improve. And I haven't seen that from these individuals. I've seen a lot of bitching, a lot of moaning, a lot of complaining. And if you want to be a loser, it's a decent consolation prize. I think it's a lot better personally to actually win. But if you want to be a loser, all the more power to you. But don't say it doesn't work if you haven't actually tried it out or actually improved in it. If you've been approaching like a fucking loser, don't be surprised that the girls don't like you. So in this video today, we're going to actually be breaking down a really popular black pill guy, WheatWaffles. He was out there approaching women, and he says that it's incredible game. He says that it's the one thing that you guys should be looking at. If you guys want better game, this is the number one pinnacle of this. And I figured I'd break it down. Maybe he can change my mind. Maybe watching his videos will spin me around and maybe bring me around to their side of the viewpoints. I don't think they will, but let's try it out. With that being said, let's get into the video.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. To start off, I'm going to play this 2.5 minutes clip in full, which is of me approaching two girls to try and get them in a Unigirls interview video. It results in a rejection, but I think there's still a lot to be learned by it, and once that's played in full, just so you can see the flow of all of it, I'm then going to play it again, but for the rest of the video, I'm going to be pausing it in between, giving my points of analysis, explaining what I did, why I did it, and how it might have increased the conversion rate. So we're just going to play this video now. Sorry to interrupt you. You're enjoying a lovely...
Okay, so what kind of girl does a guy want? Does she want a guy that's apologetic? Does she want a guy that has to ask for permission? Or does she want somebody that's strong and certain? His voice he's fast talking. It's hard to understand him. He is coming across a little bit nervous. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. I've noticed he does this in a lot of them. I watched a few of the videos. Excuse me, excuse me. Why are you saying excuse me? What's up with that? It seems apologetic. It's excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Say it right the first time. Say it right the first time. Whenever you add extra words, it indicates to a girl that you are not certain. Women like brevity of speech. Brevity of speech comes across a lot more powerful. Pauses, powerful. Speaking at a strong cadence, at a good pace, powerful. Because it indicates that you're not on somebody else's time, that they're on your time. Do you notice how when I add pauses, it makes my speech a lot more powerful? Do you notice that when I do that, I come across a lot more masculine? When you don't add pauses, you become a lot more feminine in your energy.
In fact, I don't even know what that is. It looks like a strawberry milkshake or something.
Okay, so he kind of has to get to the premise because there's multiple ways to add premise. You can add premise within the way you speak. You can say, hey, what's your name? And you can put the energy across, that masculine energy, which in the video, he doesn't have any masculine energy. There's no intent. So at this point, what the girls are doing is, why is he talking to us? And they're not even listening. They're almost damn near whining out. They're thinking to themselves, why is he talking to us? And they're running to a bunch of different conclusions. If you don't have premise in your tone or your body language, you have to indicate the premise. Or you are approaching as a neutral entity, which I will approach like this to warm up, to get myself in a good headspace. I'll knock out a good 15 approaches maybe 5 approaches, get myself in good headspace. Just approaching guys, girls, everybody, not with any intent involved, just to get myself warmed up. Now, here, though, he is... Why is the shake relevant? I imagine he's going to give an explanation here, but it's not really relevant. I mean, unless he's actually thirsty and he brings it up, but I don't know what's going on here.
Questionable free coffee. It has been tainted with some substance. Anyway, yeah, right. Now let me think of what I was actually going to come over and argue.
Okay, so he's very nervous. He's stuttering a little bit. He is also holding a sign in front of him in a very awkward way. And I want to point this out too as well. If you're somebody who pushes SMV as being the biggest deal, why are you not investing in SMV? This outfit he's wearing looks terrible on him. He's already pale as is. White is a color that washes you out. Anything with white or pastels. That's why I personally wear a lot of dark colors, because I'm a pale motherfucker. And if you are somebody who's pale and you think SMV is a big deal, why not get a tan? Why not get self-tanner? Why not tan itself? Unless you're just making excuses, which it seems like there's a big thing in the black pill community, is just making excuses, is idealizing being a victim. Disgusting, to be fair, absolutely fucking gross. I hate this shit.
Yeah, me and my friend, we're actually recording a video today. It was literally on our break, sitting over there on the bench. But we saw you, like, sitting here, and was like, oh my god, you're literally perfect for it. Like, literally, both of you. And we've only got 2 left to do, so we really...
He's out of breath. He's not breathing deep. He sounds like he is struggling to get in air, which again, he's taking shallow breaths, which is indication that he's nervous. He's also shifting weight from foot to foot, which again is a way to get rid of nervous energy. This is another thing. It's like, I remember, correct me if I'm right, because I know some of you fans are watching this, but he said that he mastered pickup and he found it didn't work, correct? This doesn't look like the pickup that is mastered. This looks like a scared boy. This looks like an intimidated guy. Women don't want a guy that's below them in value. Does this come across like he's higher value than the women? Because to me, it comes across like he's lower value. Please like me. Please do this for me. It's gross. It's like a girl doesn't want that. A girl wants a man. A girl wants a guy that she can look up to. She wants daddy. Girls want to date daddy, and this is not daddy energy. This is not masculine. This is pathetic.
A massive favour, and just be the last 2 people. That'd be fantastic. You'd make our day. It's basically rating guys out of 10. It's a really interesting concept. We've already recorded 8 so far, so we literally need to...
Yeah, shifting away from foot to foot. He's doing a lot. He's very nervous.
And we've got like all of these magnets printed out. These guys have actually paid me because they want to find out how attractive they are. They want to hear the valued, lovely opinions from the beautiful...
You guys are paying for this shit?
...at the University of Birmingham. Literally takes 5 minutes. All you need to do is just slap them on the board wherever you think. It's the easiest thing in the world.
I mean, I'm good. Do you want to do that? I think you should do it.
Also, too, if you are into SMV, why is he not working out harder? Why is he so skinny? If you're... All right, look, I don't have any problem if you guys believe what I say is true or not. What I do care is if you're taking action towards what you think is going to help you out. If it's SMV, I have an entire video based on this. I'll put it up. I don't know where I'm going to put it, but I'll put it somewhere right here, right now. Here's the thing. If you guys are going to... If there is a way out or there is something that you guys can prove that you think is going to help you out with women, there are so many different ways you can do it. If you think it's your looks, there's a lot you can improve with your looks. You think it's cold approach pickup or working on your charisma, there's a lot you can fucking do. I personally think that you should take advantage of everything. I personally am not that big a fan of S&V. I don't think it's that big a deal because I have a lot of friends that aren't exactly the most gorgeous guys who kill it with the opposite sex who are dating Maxim models. And I've also seen it time and time again. There's a lot of... I don't know, dude. I'm honestly... I'm so just fed up with a lot of guys in this shit. I mean, none of you guys are supposed to win. I'm just like, honestly, I think you guys are pathetic at this point. It's just, not everybody's meant to win. And if you guys, no matter what I say, I could have all the proof in the world, you guys will never listen to me. And that's fine, to be fair. What I do care about is that you're making excuses. You're making excuses, doing squat shit for your life. You have a terrible job. You don't have a purpose. If you think looks matter, you're not hitting the gym. Blow my brains out. Fuck off. Seriously, dude, I'd rather you kill yourself at this point. All right, to be fair, this shit's probably making it pretty easy for you want to. Good Lord, dude. I just don't... You guys are hurting so many people, and you guys are hurting so many men that could figure this out. And I'm just fed up with it, dude. I just can't, honestly, you guys raise my adrenaline every time I hear this bullshit. Because I cannot fucking convince you guys that this shit doesn't matter. I can't do it. So what am I supposed to do? Pretty much nothing, honestly. You guys are just you guys are just like suffocating. And every time I try to help you guys out, you guys try to stab me with a knife. So it's just like, Jesus Christ, like, this is the guy that you guys are listening to over me? This guy? This fucking loser?
Not for me, thanks. But you can.
I'll leave it, but...
See, you're a little bit...
Yeah, I've got a boyfriend, so he might be what the hell.
Actually, you've already had a couple people that have had boyfriends.
Really?
So if you want to say like something at the beginning, you know, it's
Just
I mean, like, now he's pandering a bit. I mean, he's pandering. And there's nothing about this that has any intent whatsoever, which is kind of the point. It's a lot. You avoid rejection by getting rid of intent, but by getting rid of intent, you also are, unless you have masculine, powerful energy, you are now completely neutered. There's nothing about you that is sexual. The girl's not thinking about you that way.
no, it's alright, but thank you. That sounds like a fun video.
Right, last resort, just because I want to make it work for your time. I know it's a little bit of an inconvenience.
If you're doing this for a video, just be like, no worries, go find another group of girls. But because he has an ego and he can't handle rejection, which is the reason why he pushes this shit to begin with, why you guys push this shit, because you guys can't handle rejection. You guys push it for a very short period of time, say it can't possibly fucking work. And it's because you're fucking creepy. It's because you're fucking creepy, if you want to know the truth. And creepy doesn't have to do with looks. Creepy has to do with the fact that you are fucking creepy. You're approaching somebody that you don't know, needing something from them, and you're treating them like an object over a person. The person you're talking to has like an elaborate fucking ecosystem internally, and you may or may not like it. You may or may not like it. But now you need something from them. You need the validation. You need sex. You need to date them. And if they reject you, it makes your entire internal reality shatter. I must be ugly. I must be this. I must be not valuable. And it's like, dude, that's why girls don't like you, because you can't handle shit. You have no backbone. You have no spine. How do you think any girl's going to want to, like, ever fuck you? They aren't. They're never going to date you. They're never going to touch you until you build that backbone. And to be fair, that rejection that you are trying to avoid is actually extremely fucking good for you.
Like, you know, because we are desperate. We'll pay you a tenner each.
You should do it.
I'm good.
You're happy with lots of free stuff today. You've got the free coffee. This applies to dating, cold approaches, whatever it's going to be. The first 20% of an interaction with a girl is so crucial, because first impressions are so important. That first 20% is probably equal to the top 80% of how much she actually thinks about you. So the, you know, minutes that trail after that, they're so much less relevant, because people are very quick to make judgments and their opinions solidify very quickly. And if you don't make that first good impression, then it's going to be very difficult to recover, if not impossible. So I'm going to be breaking all of this down. And as we just get into the start, I might as well just explain everything. This is almost going to be a bit of an over-explained video, but if you try to interpret everything I say here view it in the lens of, imagine if I'm approaching a woman romantically, imagine if this is a cold approach, it's almost a perfect parallel in terms of how you want to yourself in an approach. You are basically want to be using all of these same strategies in your cold approaching, because it's so similar. We'll just get into it. So here, you know, I'm just walking over.
Okay, all right. Correct me if I'm wrong. Has he ever worked for another pickup company? Has he ever coached? Does he ever go on cold approach with his clients? Does he, like, for those of you guys who ever watch his shit, does he ever cold approach? Because there's not one video of him on his channel talking to girls and saying, like, hey, you're cute, or like getting a phone number. It seems like it's pretty much just him trying to get street interviews. Like, I mean, if it's the same fucking thing, then it shouldn't be too scary for you, right? I mean, you shouldn't be too intimidating. Like, go film it. Dude, I'd love to see it, honestly. Dude, I'd love to be blown away to see that this is the exact same cold approach. All right, man, look, I'm going to give you some really quick tips. I don't really think you're ever going to watch this video, because this far in, I feel like you'd be... dude, I'm sorry, bro, but look, you're very soft. You're very soft. All right, look, I know you're a young kid. You're young, so you're going to grow this over time. You're going to get more backbone. But you're very clearly nervous. Very clearly nervous. You're talking too fast. You're doing up talk. You are fidgeting. You can't sit still. You are giving crap eye contact. I'm sorry, again, man. Look, I know that I know you're a young kid. And I know that you have a big audience right now and they're fluffing your muff because they're also a bunch of like pissed off little kids. And they are afraid of women. And look, honestly, legitimately, you need to go and approach more, man. You need more experience. And you need to think critically about what you can do to change your outcome. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you really quick feedback, as if you were my client. Pauses. Eye contact. A lot more approaches because you don't have it, man. You were nervous. I don't know. Like, you need to get around more women. Exposure therapy. And if SMV is that big a deal to you, bro, which it's the biggest thing you push on your channel, please back up what you preach. All right, hit the gym harder, get a tan. Please work on your fashion. I'm not an SMV person. I'm not. I'm a dating coach, an actual dating coach. And it's just like, yeah, man, look, dude, this shit is like, dude, you're hurting a lot of people making content like this, man. I'll be honest with you, okay? I'll speak to you one-to-one. You're hurting a lot of people. Okay, and I know that you're never going to listen to me because you have all these fucking people cheering. I had at one point where I had that happen too. And I'd make the hard decision to make really high-quality content that wasn't negative and adding a downward spiral to men's dating lives. I wanted to improve theirs, so I had to make the hard choice to go for a smaller audience, but putting a better message out there. And I know you took the other route. You took the route of doubling down on this shit, and I feel like you're hurting a lot of people. All right, look, if you're feeling imposter syndrome, there's a reason you're feeling imposter syndrome. It's because you're not being the person that you are on camera.
Just do a little jog, get over to them, but in this case it wasn't necessary because I saw them standing there, they were stationary, so I could just have a leisurely walk over to them. I'm not going to startle them or scare them or anything like that. I'm just going at my own pace, taking a gentle stroll over in their direction. So now let's get into the first thing to say.
Sorry to interrupt.
Okay.
I know most of your audience is more on the lower end of the social acuity level, and I know that they're not going to see this shit, but you're very clearly nervous, bro. And I know somebody in the comment section is going to be like, he's not nervous, it's a tactic. And it's not a tactic, bro. There's no tactic in the world like this is ever going to work. You know how I know this? Because I did this hundreds of fucking times. I'm not over here speculating, writing down notes. I did it. Okay? Fucking A. Everybody's speculating online right now. Fucking figure it out yourself. Quit being a fucking coward. This guy over here who's like pushing SMV, speaking about it, saying that it's the biggest fucking thing in the world, there's a lot he can do himself in SMV. And I think that's a really big tell. I think it's a big tell because if I thought SMV mattered the most, which you guys, I work on it a lot myself, even though I don't think it's that big a fucking deal, I feel like he's not working on it whatsoever. He's not hitting the gym like he should be. He's not working on his fashion like he should be. I just don't see it. I don't see anything about this guy that is anything that a girl would ever want to fuck. Like, I just don't see it. I feel like a lot of the guys in the black pill community are self-lying. They're uncomfortable with the fact that they have to go and put themselves out there to pick up women, which is how it's always been. It's been like that since the beginning of time. That's why we're sexually dimorphic. It's for the man to go chase down the girl, not for the girl to chase down you. You want the girl to approach you because you're too fucking afraid of rejection. But what the fuck does rejection matter? What does it matter? Why are you guys like getting so fucking upset about this? The reason that girls don't like you is because you are afraid of it. Because you are afraid of their opinions of you. Is that very masculine? Is that something that she would want to date? Does she want a guy that's going to care that much about her opinion of you? I don't fault him for his ideologies. I feel like he's a young guy who's very easily impressionable, and he found some content online, made a YouTube video about it, got a quick, easy audience, and that is very addicted to victimhood and lethargy. They want to be victims, and they want the easy out. A lot of you guys, honestly, you guys are too afraid to put in the real work, and you're afraid if you put in the real work, that you might fail, which is going to hurt your ego more, and it's going to be more pain, and it's going to be more suffering. But it's like, dude, come on. Like, you're already in such a world of pain. Why not push through? Why be a bitch? Why are you so soft? Like, this is like, I mean, just because one thing doesn't work doesn't mean that you can't figure this out whatsoever. It just means that thing didn't work. Try out something else. All right? If something doesn't work, there's so many different options for you to improve in this shit. There's so many different options. There's so many different ways that you could do this, that you could figure this out. Most guys find pickup and cold approach and learning to be charismatic too scary. It's too scary and it's too uncomfortable, so they don't do it, and that's okay. Not everybody's supposed to win. Not everybody's going to figure this shit out, and I'm okay with that. My audience, the guys that are watching this channel who've been watching for a long time, I love the fuck out of you guys. You guys are kicking ass. This is not about you. This is about the majority of men in society right now. They make me want to projectile vomit. It's not that nothing works, it's just that the thing you tried before doesn't work, or that there's something else that you don't fucking see that is holding you back. For him, it's his nervousness. He's nervous, talking too fast, can't sit still, and that's fucking up his interactions. And he thinks it's because he's ugly or because he's not like a 9 or a 10 or like a giga chad. It's because you're nervous, bro. It's because you're nervous. Do you think a girl wants to date a guy that gets nervous when he says hi to her? The answer is no, obviously. But you're going to think it's because you're ugly. Or because you're not a giga chad. The truth of the matter is, if you are somebody that follows him, I'm not your dad. I don't really give a fuck if you figure this out or not. To be fair, it's better off for my audience and the people that follow me that you don't. Because you just become competition. Women don't compare us in a vacuum, they compare us to each other. And the fact that you are going to continue to fuck up like this and fail and decide to focus on shit that doesn't help you out and puts you more in victimhood than before is honestly just makes it easier for the people that do give a fuck. Honestly, I don't care. I'm not your dad. Again, if you're somebody who's out of shape, on the couch, who is not working on purpose, chasing something that you think matters to women, then you're a bitch. Like, honestly, like you say, this is what matters, and yet you're fat, overweight, picking your belly lint out of your stomach on your mom's couch. And it's disgusting, and I just have no respect for it. It's not that you're a sub 6 because of your looks, you're a sub 6 because of your character. I have no skin in the game whether or not you believe me or not. To be fair, you probably think I'm a scam artist, and I'm cool with that. I think you're a bitch. I won't shed a tear if you never find a girl. I won't shed a tear if you never find true love. I won't shed a tear if you never have friends. This is up to you, man. Alright? The only person in this world that's gonna care is your mom. Alright? I got my own shit to care about. I got people that will actually take my advice seriously and improve with it. If you're not that person who's gonna improve the shit that I give you, or at least try it the fuck out, at least try it out, then I got nothing to give you.
With that being said, peace.
Sorry to interrupt.
Got him in range and I come in a rover. Running their mouth and I'm running them over. Wait till I fucking approach you. Look at my dad like your son is a soldier. Don't nobody got it like me, man. I got him on the ropes to Muhammad Ali like. None of y'all hot as I be, dog.